There's something irresistibly dangerous about a man who doesn't unravel after a breakup. You know the kind. He doesn't call, doesn't plead, doesn't collapse under the weight of all the what-ifs. Instead, he simply vanishes, not like a coward, but like a passing storm that shifted everything and left only quiet in its wake. In this video, I'm laying out the 6 moves that rewrite the story, 5 unshakable steps that won't just help you heal, but will make her regret ever thinking you'd be easy to forget. Oh, and before we dive in, I've got something special for you. A free ebook called The Female Mind Control Handbook. It uncovers the hidden truths about making any woman crave you. Grab it now, link in the description or pinned comment. Let's start. 1. Disappear like a king. Let her yearn for what she can no longer touch. After the breakup, her silence will echo louder than any words. But in this emptiness, you'll find your throne. She expects chaos, desperate calls, breakdowns, but you vanish, not like a coward, but like a sovereign, reclaiming his crown. Your phone stays hidden, your texts stays silent or scheduled. Your presence remains undeniable, yet removed. Because when a woman loses access to the man she once directed, something profound happens. Her memory flickers awake. She scrolls through your photos, rereads your old messages, tastes your name when she's alone late at night, and your voice drifts back into her mind. That's when she starts missing you, not just your love, but your stillness. Because a man who disappears without surrendering his dignity becomes a ghost she aches to chase. But here's the twist. It's not absence alone that draws her back, it's how you disappear. You don't wallow or plead, you evolve. You're not merely the man who walked away. You're the man who keeps living, unburdened by nostalgia or longing. Stay ambitious, stay disciplined, stay magnetic. When she wonders why you're able to face the world without her, she realized it wasn't love she craved, it was attention. A king never returns to the castle without her knocking first. A king waits until she's the one opening the gates, and when she does, she'll be the one pleading for the throne she once abandoned. 2. Turn pain into power, and let her witness the transformation. She thought you'd collapse. She imagined you drowning in old songs you played together, staring at your phone like an inmate waiting for a pardon, lurking on her socials just to feel connected again. What she never expected was that you'd choose yourself over the wreckage, not in spite, not in anger. Simply because the moment she left, something inside you snapped. Awake, you remembered who the hell you are. Now your mornings start early. You don't just lift weights, you lift your spirit. You put on the shirt she used to love, but this time you wear it for the man in the mirror. This transformation isn't for show, it's sacred. It's the rebirth of the man who once mistook attention for affection, who loved her like a fire, beautiful, yes, but blind to the burn. Now you don't kneel to desire, you command it. You hit the gym, you build your business, you find calm in the quiet hand. In that silence, you don't discover loneliness, but clarity. Here's the secret. When a man starts to glow, his voice deepens, his gaze sharpens, his energy becomes a drug she can no longer touch. She feels it. She aches because the same man she assumed she could replace is becoming the one every other woman notices. Her fear isn't just that you're moving on, it's that you're becoming unreachable. This is when everything flips. She's the one, checking your stories, watching your growth, wondering who's there to witness your evolution. And the worst part, she can't just call you anymore. Now your number isn't a lifeline, it's a luxury. And luxury never chases. It's earned, so let her watch. Let her feel the distance widening like a velvet rope. Let her sit in the emptiness she created while you carve yourself out of the ashes and the memories. Because once you stop needing her validation, she crawls back, not because she pities you, but because she misses the power she surrendered. 3. Reignite your sensual energy without her. But for you, here's a truth most men ignore. After a breakup, you don't just lose the woman. You lose the edge, the sensual charge, the hunger, the rhythm of a body that once moved for her. She made you feel desired, needed. She knew your patterns, your pace, the way you reached for her in the dark. But this is where you reclaim it not as her lover, but as your own damn fantasy. You start wearing your shirts differently and buttoned enough to remind the world you're not broken. You wear cologne again, not because she liked it, but because you do. You don't flirt out of revenge, you flirt to remember that you've still got it, and you do. When you walk into a room, your presence precedes you come, quiet, dangerous, in the most magnetic way. She'll hear from mutual friends that you've been out laughing, dancing, rising in mystery instead of drowning in sadness. And that image, it'll haunt her. She expected you to mourn her with bitterness. Instead, you honored her exit by becoming even more irresistible. Understand, this sensuality doesn't die with her departure. It awakens when you realize the passion was always yours. So keep that fire alive. Let others feel it. Let yourself feel it. Because the moment you stop waiting for her return, she'll come knocking, and this time, you'll decide if she's worthy to enter. 4. Control the narrative while she drowns in uncertainty. Now we reach one of your greatest assets, perception. She's spinning her own version of the breakup, telling friends it was mutual, that you weren't ready to commit, laughing like she didn't cry in her car the night you said nothing. But your silence isn't weakness, it's strategy. You don't clap back on social media. You don't defend yourself at parties. You let the mystery swell. And mystery, brother, is addictive. She starts to wonder, does he still care? Did he meet someone else? Why doesn't he post anymore? Did I miscalculate? Those questions eat away at her. Because what you're doing or not doing says more than any words could. Your story isn't told in declarations. It's told in shadows, in restraint, in the way you now carry yourself, steadier, calmer, sharper, while she desperately tries to convince everyone she's You're becoming unforgettable. Control the narrative, king, not by speaking, but by thriving. Let her fill in the blanks with every fantasy, every fear, every what if you once whispered in her ear. Now you don't have to say a word to remain in her mind. All you have to do is keep rising while she watches from the distance she created. 5. Let her return, but make her earn the man she lost. There will be a moment, a text, a hey stranger, a late night heart emoji on your story. She'll come back, but when she does, you won't be the same man who watched her walk away. Now you're evolved, healed, more protective of your peace than any passion that once left you bleeding. So when she reaches out, don't leap, don't romanticize it. Evaluate. This isn't about her choosing you anymore, it's about you deciding if she's earned access again. Ask yourself, did she apologize without excuses? Is she bringing clarity instead of confusion? Is her return born from reflection or just loneliness? Remember, her regret doesn't mean she's ready. Your longing doesn't mean she's changed. You're no longer begging for closure. You are the closure. If she comes back with games, meet her with silence. If she returns with sincerity, consistency, and accountability, maybe, but on your time, your terms, your throne. Let her plead. Let her feel a little of the break you felt when she left. Because only then will she understand you're not easy to love, but once loved, you're impossible to replace. The word unreachable, if you're finished chasing, finished explaining, and ready to become the man who doesn't need loud love to be missed in silence. Let it echo in the comments so she feels it, wherever she is. Unreachable, because the new you doesn't beg,